Welcome to this book on artificial neural networks with TensorFlow 2. I am Dr. Sarang, the author. I will briefly introduce you to the book's contents to give you some idea behind the book's purpose and how as a developer you would benefit. The book provides a comprehensive coverage of the various deep learning architectures at a fully project oriented and contains about 12 to 15 real life projects. Chapter 1 starts with an introduction to TensorFlow 2, describing why it is considered a complete platform for machine learning. Chapter describes the various additions to TensorFlow such as tf.keras integration, eager execution, distributed training, deployment on edge devices, and the use of data pipelines. At the end, it provides guidance for setting up the development environment for running projects in the book. Chapter 2 goes deeper in TensorFlow 2. As conventional, we start with a trivial hello world kind of application where you will be introduced to the complete machine learning development cycle. The chapter then deals with a binary classification problem that is a typical application taught at the beginning of any machine learning course. Here you will be introduced to data preprocessing, defining a dense neural network using tf.keras API, training the model and evaluating its performance using TensorBoard metrics and the traditional confusion matrix. Chapter 3 goes deeper in tf.keras module. It introduces you to the functional API for model building. It talks about the object orientation in TensorFlow and shows how to create a class hierarchy for your models and how to create custom layers for subclassing. You learn how to save the model using TensorFlow's new saved model interface and several ways of saving partial or full models. You will then do a project on a multi-class classification that uses convolutional neural networks. In this project, I will show you how to experiment with different CNN architectures to optimize the model performance. Chapter 4 is on transfer learning. As training a deep neural network using multiple CNN layers is resource hungry, in chapter 4 I will show you how to take advantage of somebody else's training. This chapter deals with transfer learning, where the knowledge of a domain expert and somebody else's model development efforts are used to your advantage almost effortlessly. The chapter deals with two projects. The first project shows you how to use a pre-trained ImageNet classifier to classify your own set of images. The second project shows you how to construct your own classifier based on a pre-trained model. This chapter is on linear regression using deep neural networks. Any machine learning training starts with classification and regression problems. In the previous chapters, we tackled classification to a great extent. The question arises, can we use deep neural networks for regression analysis where there are several successful statistical based techniques already available for our use? I will show you how to use DNN for regression in chapter 5 with the help of 3 different dense neural network architectures. This chapter introduces you to estimators in tf.keras that are very useful in speeding up your model development cycle. Though the use of pre-trained models eases your model development, there are many instances where you will not be able to find a pre-trained model that fits your purpose. The model development from scratch requires lots of plumbing. The estimators in TensorFlow come to your help in these situations. This chapter is on text application. One of the successful applications of deep neural network, that is for generating text. Chapter 7 talks about the text generation techniques. It describes the traditional techniques of RNN, that is recurrent neural networks, and LSTMs, which is long short-term memory, for text generation, and shows you how to use LSTM for a trivial application of generating baby names. The next project in the chapter uses some advanced text generation techniques to create text matching the linguistics of a famous novel by Tolstoy. As training a text generation model is a very lengthy process, I will demonstrate some techniques of performing such long duration training by showing you how to continue upon an interrupted training, which may be an intentional or unintentional interrupt. This chapter takes you further into more advanced text generation techniques. Chapter 8 takes you further in the text generation, where I describe the sequence-to-sequence model, encoder-decoder architecture, and a recent attention model for language generation. The chapter gives an in-depth coverage of the English to Spanish translation that uses GLOW word embeddings. It shows you how to define your own machine learning model with encoder, decoder, and attention layers. This chapter takes you into more advanced text generation techniques. Chapter 9 describes the state-of-art technology for text generation. It describes the latest transformer-based architecture for natural language processing. A complete in-depth project teaches you how to construct a transformer model on your own in Python and not to depend completely on just the pre-trained models such as BERT. After considering the text generation, I now move on to images. Chapter 10 teaches you how to process an image and use an LSTM architecture that you learned in chapters 7 and 8 to generate a caption for a given image. The chapter deals with an hands-on project for image capturing. The project uses a pre-trained model, Inception V3, for image processing. This is yet another practical use of transfer learning that you learned in chapter 4. It shows you how to create a decoder with Bandu attention. At the end, you will be able to use this model for captioning any image taken from the web. In this chapter, I introduce you to the techniques of time series analysis and predictions. The chapter takes you into another domain of machine learning, and that is time series analysis and forecasting. The chapter gives you two full projects, one for a univariate time series forecasting and the other one for a multivariate time series. If you want to produce paintings in the style of a famous painter, this chapter is for you. Chapter 12 deals with yet another aspect of machine learning, that is applying the style of a famous painter to your own camera captured pictures to make them look like the paintings created by the famous painter. This is called style transfer. The chapter contains two projects. The first project shows you how to use a pre-trained model from TensorFlow Hub to perform a quick style transfer. By doing this, you will be able to understand what is a style transfer. The next project takes you deeper into the technique where you would use a predefined VGG16 architecture to extract the features of a given image and a famous painting. Then you will learn how to define an evaluator to compare the contents and style losses during a style transfer to create a final stylized picture. In this chapter, you will learn to create images using our deep neural networks. This chapter deals with another important DNN architecture called GAN, Generative Adversarial Networks. It contains totally 3 projects. The first one is a trivial one that shows you how to use GAN for generating images for handwritten digits. The second one takes you further into the generation of handwritten alphabets. The last one finally takes you into the most advanced use of GANs for generating complex anime colored character images. Do you want to convert your old black and white pictures into color images? Then this chapter is for you. Chapter 14 teaches you an important technique of image manipulation, and that is how to colorize a black and white image. You use autoencoder for colorizing an image. The chapter describes 2 projects. The first one shows you how to build an autoencoder of your own. The second one uses a pre-trained VGG60 model for encoding so as to improve the model's performance. As you see, the book gives an exhaustive collection of several DNN architectures with the emphasis on the practical uses in real life. So, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and grab your own copy. Thank you for watching this video presentation.